Yo, 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 welcome to the stream, welcome to the Blue Lounge. How you all doing? Fantastic result. What a fantastic result. What a fantastic game of football. What a fantastic second debut for Romelu Lukaku. It was good to see him back. It was good to see him scoring within the first 15 minutes of a great performance by Chelsea. I was really impressed with his performance. I was really impressed with the way he held the ball and the way he handled himself on his return to Chelsea. Can't wait to see him playing at home at Stamford Bridge, but it was a great performance by the lad. We all talked about the potential partnership of Romelu Lukaku and Reece James, with Reece James being able to cross that ball in and set the man up for some good crosses. We saw that happened, that took place, and I was really impressed with that. Max Burton, the Burton Ballers.
Yeah.
Max Burton, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man?
I'm not bad. I'm only staying on for about 10 minutes or so.
No worries, mate. No worries.
I've got my mother's thing tomorrow, so I've got to go away for a meeting for the family.
No,
but I just wanted to
problem.
come on for a few minutes. I wish we had people like who is it? Who was it? Mikhail. I wish he was on.
I had some feedback there, Max. Can you repeat that last statement, please?
Like,
Max, can
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying. I wish I had people on like Mikhail, Boogeyman. Who else was there?
Bobby. He's just jumped in. He's just jumped
Bobby,
in.
you're here. See,
Yeah.
listen. Don't talk to me. I don't. I've only got a few minutes. I'm glad you're on here. Listen, listen.
Give it to me.
I was fighting this man's court. I told you what to expect with this man. Now, are you a believer? No, I know it's one game, but now are you a believer? Now you can see what this guy can offer to us. No, but he was bullying. He was bullying them. He's giving us an end product. He's bringing others into play. This isn't Lukaku. This isn't the Lukaku that we saw back in 10 years ago. This is a Lukaku Mark II. And I told you guys, this is what to expect from Lukaku Mark II. He delivered today.
I love you, bro. I always got to speak my mind, but I love being wrong. I'm hoping this will continue this way because hands up, certainly from what I've seen, I'm so happy he's at the club, really.
Yeah, it wasn't a flash in the pan. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I know what you're like. You're a fair person. You're not one of these. No, you are. Because some people will still try to spout their agenda and make up excuses just to try and be proved right. I'm like that as well. Sometimes I call it wrong and I put my hand up and say, I've made a mistake here. So yeah,
Max,
that's what
I'm a
football's
Chelsea
about.
person. My concern is just our success, nothing else.
Yeah. And that's the way it should be with all Chelsea supporters, Yeah, but what I saw today from him, I'm just so happy that we've got this guy in, And what's ironic as well, really ironic, is obviously Haaland. I'll still say that I'd have preferred Haaland over him, maybe just because of the longevity, etc. But what's ironic is that Dortmund, obviously they lost yesterday, didn't they? 2-1. They can end up again missing out on top four and an extra 40 million, which will serve them right. yeah, that will serve them right.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Although having said that, I'm looking at Lukaku and what we've spent, who he is, his profile. We might end up thanking our lucky stars that we got him ahead of Haaland.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, right. It could be a blessing because what he gives us as well, which Haaland wouldn't have been able to give us at this moment in time, is that experienced head. He's got that winning mentality. He's been there, seen it. So he knows the Premier League as well. So he knew that when he comes back, he can hit the ground running. But he had. I said it's early days, but he reminded me of Didier Drogba today in the way that he bullied the Arsenal defence. He got both their defenders yellow cards, and he scored against Arsenal. So what better, that's Didier Drogba all over, isn't it? So hopefully he'll continue that and be banging in goals against Arsenal.
We finally have a proper number 9. We've been missing that. We've been missing that.
A focal point. I love the focal point today. Today we had that because in the past we haven't, and you saw people running off him as well. You saw the spaces created for others in the game. He just pinned the defenders.
Still missing shooting from midfield. I mean, some of Kovačić's shots were just.
He's never going to do that. He's never. Every time he had the ball. Then
guys, I know you've only got a couple of minutes, but I want to say welcome to the stream to DJ Sav and Eric Blue. Welcome, lads.
Hey, DJ. Eric.
Yeah, hi, Eric. See,
big up, guys. What's going on?
Big up. Eric, Eric. Me and you were the load.
Where do we start?
And I said me and Eric and Mo actually. When we were taking on the world, Eric. About we were taking on the world, man. Yeah.
It's weird. I called this match. I said Lukaku will score first, and I said we'll win 2-0. So pretty happy with that.
He should have scored 2 as well. That brilliant save by Leno, that header. Yeah, and we got someone who can actually head the ball. Yeah.
No.
So we. As
it goes, 3 Max. We had a header over the bar, mate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Having a hat trick.
But to be honest, lads, I think we are only seeing the beginning.
Yeah.
When we are seeing Lukaku in his very first game. All right, so it's going to take him time to get the chemistry up with the players. But even now, we saw a very good performance today. I saw the link up with him and Havertz, him and Mount. Reece James. I mean, had Reece James passed that ball a couple of yards further up front, it would have been because literally 10 minutes after that first goal, he had a similar situation.
Yeah,
he passed the ball just behind him. Had it been a little bit more forward, it would have been another great opportunity. I believe the partnership between Reece James and Lukaku is going to start, and it's going to be a big one because Reece James is really good at crossing the balls in, and Lukaku is really good at receiving them. So I'm looking forward to that. Mikhail.
Hakim was giving him the eye and everything when he
10 minutes. It was only there for 10 minutes, man. I wish we had more time, but we've got a whole season ahead of us. Mikhail, welcome to the stream. How you doing, my man?
Here's another one who owes me a yes, Mikhail. Another one who owes us an apology.
Fair enough.
The apologies are coming in.
Max, keep reeling them in. I love it. Like Bobby said, love to be wrong. I never really doubted him, but I did question the price tag, right? So now that he's here and he's wearing the shirt and he's playing the way he played today, love to see it. Loving it, absolutely. And what a difference it makes to actually have a proper number 9 at the front. It was refreshing.
I doubted him, Mikhail. I doubted him for sure. And I'm so glad he's shown what he's about. And, I was wrong to doubt him. And I hope he keeps that up. I don't just want this one game and then we start having what worries.
Exactly. No, he'll have to prove it over the course of the season to make sure, just to cement his own legacy. I'm just excited to see him climb up those all-time goal-scoring charts, wearing the Chelsea blue shirt now. This goal was 10 years in the making, guys. It's been a long time coming. So long may it continue, and it was good to get the Arsenal monkey off our back as well. 2 years it's been since we got a win against these guys.
I just want a little stats pop at Arsenal. May I, Mo? Because this has been on my chest. I need to let them have it. All this, we're the underdog, Chelsea's spending money. I had a look at the net spend over the past
1 second, Bobby. I can hear him. DJ, Eric, Mikhail, can you hear him or is it just Max?
Yeah, we can hear.
No, we can hear everybody, I think.
I can hear
mine's fake. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I got to
Mabi's.
run. Anyway, it was just me. I just had to come in for a couple of minutes just to
Max,
gloat.
thank you very much.
To gloat a little bit about Lukaku.
Yeah,
So.
no worries, no
Yeah.
worries. And
Yeah.
Take care,
I
Max.
hope
Take
tomorrow works out well for you, mate. I hope
Yeah,
it does.
appreciate that. Appreciate that, guy. Yeah.
same here,
All right, then,
Take care,
guys.
brother.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Max.
Take care.
Go on, Bobby. Carry on, mate.
Yeah, I've only got a few minutes as well. Yeah, I was looking at the net spend. All this stuff they're going on. Chelsea spent money. This and the net spend over the past 5 years for Chelsea is about 133 million. For Arsenal, it's nearly 250 million, equating to a yearly net spend for Chelsea about 25 million. For Arsenal, 49 thereabouts. So they shouldn't come all this, you're spending money. That club spends money, big money. It's not Chelsea's fault if they don't know how to make the right investments. They've had European football. This is the only season that they didn't have European football. So they were coming all this, we're the underdog. I hate that. Whenever we play teams, Arsenal's only confident when they're in a position of super strength. Then they want to come out and play. But when the field is level a bit and they look a bit weaker, rather than say, oh, bring it on, they come up with all this nonsense. When we played Real Madrid last season, we weren't worried about them having Hazard or Ramos or all those litany of Galacticos, albeit aging Galacticos. They're still dangerous. Our attitude was right. Okay, you're strong. Bring it on. And that's all. That's why I can't stand that club. Yeah, they just really get my goat, and I had to get that out there because it's
It's a valid point, and it's a point I raised as well the other night with Scott. I just want to say something, Alex. You're not connected. You are. I can see your name is on there, but it says device not connected. Go back out and come back in again, mate. Yeah, no, in regards to their spending, I mean, they spent £130 million this season so far. And, they've bought a bunch of players, but the players that they have bought is really for squad depth, as per what Scott was saying the other night. But I think, Arsenal can still attract players. They can still attract a good standard of player. It's just the way that they're actually bringing the players. It's a little bit of a strange one because they don't seem to have their finances in order. I mean, they overpay in regards to contracts and in regards to fees. So
and wages.
And wages. So that's really their problem. And we'll leave it to them. They can sort their business out. We'll sort our business out. Alex CFC, it's been a while, my man. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Welcome to the stream.
Good.
How did you find the match, man? Tell me your thoughts on the match.
All good. Guys, it was men's versus boys. You got to a Sunday league match. You see on the park, it was literally men versus boys. That's what it was. Men versus boys, little kids versus adults. You put 10-year-olds against 25-year-olds. That's literally what it was. And we didn't have to get out of. We weren't just relaxed.
Alex, we could say champions against Conference League players,
Yes.
right?
Conference.
Yeah.
No, not even Conference League.
No, not even that.
Not even Conference League. Sunday league team versus Champions League.
Yeah,
team.
man.
But look, we were. I was watching the game in the second half, and I was just on the couch relaxing. I was just chilling. I was watching the game. I think this is one of the first ever games where I just was not nervous. I was just relaxed.
No stress.
No stress.
Yeah.
We were just coasting for the game. We controlled the game. We looked like champions. We looked like we had a swagger about ourselves. We didn't have to overextend ourselves. We don't have to go and win the game 5-0. We don't have to be ruthless. Look, what I want.
And we could have.
We could have. Look, could we improve? Look, I saw Thomas Tuchel's interview like just 10 minutes ago, and he said, look, he didn't look that happy. He was happy for the performance, but I think there's still a lot of improvement that has to come from Chelsea, and that's good. That's coming from the manager. It means he wants more, and I think there is more to come from a lot of players. I think Mount today was good, but he could still improve. Reece James was excellent, but there was a lot of performances from the team where we were just good, and we still made Arsenal look like we were just. We just looked so relaxed, we didn't have to overextend ourselves.
Alex, man. In a nutshell, we've been playing without a striker for too long.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that we have him there today and him being the focal point, because he was a very big focal point, it made things fall into place, man. And the way that he held the ball when he had his back to goal and the way he laid it off, he was causing Arsenal bare problems. I want to say big up to Boogeyman and also Blue Ice. Blue Ice, how you doing, my man?
Good, man. Good.
Happy?
Very happy, yeah, man. Very happy. Very, very comfortable display.
Yeah.
Especially the front three. What a game. What a game.
What a game. I listen, Blue Eyes, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz and Lukaku. I told you. You were saying Timo Werner. You were saying Timo Werner.
Calm down. I told you.
Yeah, no. Listen.
Next time, hold on.
It worked.
You should get a pen and paper when I talk. Man.
No, listen. It's there. All you gotta do is go back and watch my last video.
No. Okay.
Yeah, no, Blue Eyes. You know what?
You were saying
Tuchel. Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. All you gotta do is go back and watch the last video. Tuchel. He's the manager for a reason, man. He's the manager for a reason.
But
big up to him.
I just wanted to say honorable mention to this young man, Kai Havertz. My goodness.
Yeah.
He decongested that midfield. The way he was laying passes to open up for Romelu Lukaku was just fantastic.
Yeah,
I thought it was a 10 over 10 performance from Kai Havertz.
Yeah, no, Kai Havertz had a good game. And I'm actually surprised seeing some of the reaction by some other other influencers on Twitter, not giving him that credit. But
he had a fantastic game, man.
I agree.
Christensen.
Yeah, go on.
Christensen as well. I just wanted to make some honorable mentions. Christensen put up a masterclass.
I thought he looked a bit shaky.
No,
I disagree, Bobby. I disagree.
He was assured, very rest assured in that back three.
Yeah.
He was.
I think.
His ball passing skills, the way he managed spaces, which is key. It's not even running after the ball. It's about managing spaces, and he did that brilliantly.
I think our defenders. Our defenders, all played well.
Exactly.
I was impressed with Azpilicueta because I'll be honest, I was a little bit hesitant. I thought he might not have the pace to keep up with the Arsenal attack, but he did well. He did well. Rudiger, fantastic game, as well as Aspi. Yeah. I wanna say to Boogeyman, welcome to the stream, and you're about 10 minutes too late because Max was looking for you.
Boogeyman was shouting Werner yesterday. Werner. You had
No. Max Brand was looking for him about the Lukaku thing, the Lukaku situation.
Listen. I don't know what game you guys been watching.
Yeah.
We didn't play.
Here we go.
Exactly. Here we go.
Listen to me. Like, I'm not saying today we didn't deserve to win. Yeah, we did actually deserve to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, this game could easily be 2-2. Do we all agree on that one?
No.
Yeah, there's so many games that could have been. Now you're talking about the could have been.
Yeah, no, sorry, Boogeyman.
Let me just keep going. Like, give me 2 minutes or 1 minute.
I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3 minutes.
You're talking about
I'll give you 3
the
minutes.
could have been, and that's like acting a movie. That's like a movie. You're talking
that's-
could have been.
Boogeyman.
We're talking about what is the story.
Let's give Boogeyman some time. Boogeyman, you got 3 minutes, man. Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so our back three, perfect. I have no problem with them. Our wing back, we're okay. But Lukaku has offered us something we haven't had for the last 2 years, I should say. But the thing is, Lukaku presence has changed the entire way of the way Chelsea normally play, dominating the ball, always putting pressure on the opposite back line. We did not do any of those today. The problem is, even when the opposition is playing from the back, they always find a way to pass our first defensive line. because Lukaku was nowhere to see. He's walking most of the time, and even you can see on the field Mount asking Lukaku to take position, and they're both talking to each other. Lukaku will tell, "Oh, you take this position," then they're both talking, and then the ball past our first defensive line. It happened so many times that it put a lot of pressure on Kovačić and Jorginho. That's my read of the game, and I'm pretty sure this team that I saw today, I mean, other than the fact that Lukaku hold-on play was okay, I keep saying if he keep bullying defender, I'll be happy. He bullied a lot of defender today. I give him that. But his second control were awful. He should have scored at least 3 or 4 goals today. If he was like a little technical. Listen, now first Lukaku is. Listen, I didn't want to say how much we pay for Lukaku, but before you start talking about his first day, then I will mention you how much he cost us. So first day or not, he's a top quality player, and we pay the amount of money for him. So no one should ever say his first touches should not be good because this is the first game. Now, he had the ball under control, and the second touch was just awful. Even many times, Jorginho tried to break 2 lines at the same time. His passes reach Lukaku, but Lukaku cannot control the ball 2 times. And those things, I'm pretty sure the next game, less passes is going to go to Lukaku from Jorginho. There's a confidence thing. If he's not, I mean, he has to.
My brother, listen, you know what's happening. They are getting.
I thought I was having 2 minutes full.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Bless, hold up. Yeah, go on, Boogeyman. Carry on.
So, if Lukaku does not improve those, I mean, it's not even Lukaku anymore. Tuchel has to find a solution to those things. Because Lukaku, that's who he is. Today, I've seen some flashes of Manchester United Lukaku, and I've seen a lot of flashes of Inter Lukaku where he bullied defender, just keep running. I just don't want to see the Manchester United Lukaku because it scares me, and I think the performance of today against City or Manchester United, we are out. They're beating us. That's my point. I mean, but other than that, it was the boys against it was the men against boys. We won it, we deserve it, and I'm happy. So now I'm looking for
I want to say thank you to Phantom of Many Topics for your donation. I appreciate it. I'm not sure that I agree with you, but this is the beauty of football. We all can disagree, and we all can support the same team. Boogeyman, listen. What you've just said, I saw parts of it. The way we played today is not the same Chelsea that we've seen over the past period. I agree. Lukaku coming into the team had changed the dynamic of the team. Because in the past, even though we had Werner as a striker at times, Havertz as a false 9 at times, they were never having that pivotal point in attack. The attack was fluid. You know, the front 3 were the front 3. While today it was Lukaku being the target man, and the balls were being fed into him. He was laying off some of them passes that were coming to him. Did he have a great first touch every time? No. Did he have a decent first touch? Generally, yes. Generally, his performance and his first touch was good. It wasn't perfect. It was good. And I'm not going to be making excuses because I don't need to. The man scored the goal that put Arsenal under pressure, that allowed Reece James to then take it further, and we could have had more. This is what we've been lacking. We have been lacking a clinical finisher. He showed that he can finish the ball. Not only did he finish the ball, but his positioning. I missed having a player in the right position to score a goal. I mean, his positioning was fantastic. Sometimes some of the other players were a bit selfish. Hakim Ziyech, he had an opportunity to pass the ball to him. He didn't. He went to shoot and he messed it up. Reece James had a similar opportunity. I think Kai Havertz Mason Mount had a similar opportunity. Chelsea need to adapt to this new system that they're playing.
Thank you.
And I told you guys, when Lukaku comes in, there will be a new system implemented. And a new system wouldn't mean that it's going to be a new formation or a new style, but there will be an adjustment because we have a different type of player who is in the heart of the game. The goalkeeper is the one that stops the ball from going in the back of the net. The striker is the one that's supposed to be scoring in the other side. key points in the team. Having them changed has a big impact on the team, and you all saw that when Mendy first came in. The entire defense felt more comfortable because they had a better goalkeeper. Okay, again, it's a matter of opinion, but he was a better goalkeeper, and that impacted the defense. And now we're going to see a similar impact in regards to attack. Listen, guys, the discussion is open. Don't wait for me to key you in. Anyone can jump in. So go ahead, lads.
Let's say hello to Alex. It's been a long time, man. I didn't even think you were still alive.
It has been a long time for Alex, man.
I've been enjoying my summer, man. But look, Boogeyman, I completely understand what you're saying. I guess the only thing, though, is that makes us even more dangerous because we can change our way of playing. We have another type of player in our team now, like Lukaku, who, for example, right, this is the first time since maybe Diego Costa or Drogba where if the team is pressing us today, and there was many times where Arsenal would be pressing us, and if we have to clear the ball, we can clear lines, and we know that there's a player like Lukaku or Havertz who can actually control the ball and play it. So we can go long. We have that option of doing that now, and it's an important factor in the game. And I have no doubt that this is only been a week we've been with Lukaku. This is his first game. Look, getting his first goal, it's important. I think it builds confidence for the fans, for the team. But Thomas Tuchel definitely has more things up his sleeve to improve on the way he wants Lukaku to do. I think the players will start creating more relationships. You've already seen it today with Havertz and Mount. But I'm interested to see what Ziyech is going to do. Pulisic, how's that going to work? And it's exciting at the same time. And I think there's more from Lukaku. There's more to come from him. So it's onwards and upwards. I think we have to think positive, and then hopefully things work out.
I'm happy. I am really happy, and we're going to discuss Lukaku for a little bit more, but then I want to go and discuss the other players. But I'm really happy with the way he's performing, and to be honest, for me, it's important to hear what Boogeyman was saying, and I wish Mikhail was able to stay for longer, because I wanted to see people who have a different perception of Lukaku. In regards to how he's performing, because I have a favourable perception in regards to him generally. I do believe that he had. I mean, people say he had a good Euros. I think he had a bad Euros, but I do believe he has improved a hell of a lot since he went to Inter Milan. But today, what I saw, I was impressed with, and I think he put the building blocks, for the season moving forward. DJ Sav and Eric Blue, you guys haven't even had a chance to talk, so I want to give you guys a minute to give me your thoughts.
Listen, I'm just happy with the victory. I mean, I did say it always as a Chelsea was and Lukaku to score today, which he did. I can't really complain. I think the only time I actually did have a little bit of worries is when sometimes Alonso lost the ball a few times, and I thought he was too slow to come back and react. But he was always backed up by Rudy Gullit to help him out. Other than that, I thought the team played really, really well. Lukaku could have had a hat trick today. If you remember, he had that one header the goal he scored, a header over the bar. Obviously, that good save Leno made as well. I mean, for me, Lukaku was showing. I thought he was showing bits and bobs of Drogba today. I know sometimes his touch was letting him down a little bit. A few occasions, but other than that, I thought he had a steady game. I thought the whole team played well. And just going on to comment that Phantom of many topics was talking about Kai Havertz. I mean, listen, it was first of all Timo Werner yesterday, and that's Kai Havertz today. Look, I don't know what game he was watching today, but I was so much respect for Phantom of many topics here. But I thought Havertz had a very good game today. I don't know what's wrong with his game personally. I mean, he did what he had to do. I thought he played really, really well. I thought that whole three played well today.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's what I have to say on that.
I agree. And like I said, Havertz, for some reason, straight after the game, I went onto Twitter and I was looking at some of the tweets, and people seem to have not enjoyed his performance today. And I'm like, why? He did what he was supposed to do. And the thing is this. there is a change in the style of play, and that change, it might be it might be harder for people to see because it's happened so quickly. All of a sudden we have a new player coming in who is going to be changing the way we attack, and some people may see that change as being negative football or different football that they don't understand because they've been used to one method for so long. So it might take a while for people to actually see that and agree with it or disagree with it, but we'll have to wait. Sam, welcome to the stream. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm good, man. How you all doing?
We're doing good. Sam, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to give me your thoughts after I hear from Eric Blue. Eric Blue, my man, what's your thoughts?
I won't keep Sam waiting too long. I wanted just to briefly talk about Lukaku. Yeah, I think he has a lot more to do. He has a lot more to show.
Sure.
I won't give him an excuse and say, this is his first match, like Boogeyman was saying. But what I will say is, the reality is that he just arrived. So we have a lot to see, and he has just been with the team for a few weeks. So we can't expect everything to just click immediately. So I expect a lot more from him, but he still had a very, very good performance, But something as well that I really liked was when he turned, can't remember what defender it was. He turned him, and he did it a few times. And the second time, I think he got fouled. And that's a different dynamic that we didn't have before, Somebody who is very strong, very physical, very fast, causing defenders a lot of problems, making them turn around. So there are a lot of good signs for the future.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of good signs for the future. Sam, what's your thoughts, mate? Generally and Lukaku specifically.
Okay, so generally the team played well. There were some times though that you could see, I feel they were a little bit tired. Maybe those minutes that we played in the Super Cup kind of got to them a little bit, but in general, they controlled the game well. The defenders were top class. I'm really happy for Christensen. Right now, Christensen is keeping Thiago Silva out of the team, and that's what I wanted. So,
Preach.
I think that's a big deal for him because this guy's 25, and if he can keep these performances, we have a defender for 10 years to come. So, yeah, the whole team were really good. Reece James was sublime. Quite right. Defensively, he looked sketchy, but that's the good thing with this three at the back is that someone was always there to cover up for him, which was really great. And I really was happy. I was so happy with the goal he scored because that's something he needs to add to his game, and the assist too. And for Lukaku had, I think this is one of the most dominant and complete game I've seen from a striker in a long time. I know a lot of people talk about the physicality, but this guy has skills too. He when it's time to actually run at a player, he can do that too. So he was amazing, and hopefully this is just the beginning. If this is just the start and he actually takes this to another level, I do think this team will be unplayable. So yeah, it was a great performance. Really happy for him. Happy he got the goal. And anyone who says it's a tapping, just know that we've been suffering to score goals like this for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. How many tap-ins have we been missing? All right, at least listen. Tap-ins require a player to be there to be able
at
to
the right time.
At the right time.
Yeah,
and the thing is, I mean, one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best English strikers was Gary Lineker. And Gary Lineker was known for just doing that, for being in the right place at the right time to tap that ball in. And that is a skill. To know when. I mean, and you saw him pointing to Reece James. Put it in there. And Reece James did it, and he just finished it.
Yeah, but sorry, he was also in the build-up on that goal. So it's not about
he was, yeah.
He just brought himself into that position. It's not even just a lot to think. He
also,
was there.
Definitely,
he started on the court. So
he started the goal.
Yeah.
And going back to what Sam just said in regards to running at players, in the second half he went to the right a lot more than in the first half.
Yeah.
He actually went to the right of the pitch and started to make those runs, and it was good to see because he wants to show that he is able to do multiple tasks, not only to be down the center, because if he can play out wide a little bit, then you can you give Tuchel the option of playing a 2-man attack. So it was really good to see to see that diversity in his gameplay. I have a new person coming into the stream. Been a minute. Hold on a second. Lukaku, that's his name. Lukaku. I like it. Lukaku, welcome to the stream. Tell me where you're from and what's your thoughts.
Oh, I actually thought I wasn't gonna be letting, but it's fine. Hi, how are you guys doing?
No, welcome. Everyone's welcome.
I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa.
All right, welcome to the Blue Lounge. Give me your thoughts on Lukaku's performance today, mate.
It's it's what we expected and wanted from him, and extra. He was involved in both goals. He's bringing other people into the game. It was amazing. That's all I can say. And what I was also thinking when I was watching this game was, if Lukaku wasn't in this team, there are games even like this whereby we fail to break the deadlock, and you just see how amazing of a player he is. And I'm just trying to get not too overexcited, but it's fine for today. It's fine to be excited. It's an exciting time for Chelsea fans, and it's a great squad. And I think
listen. Not only that, but it's against Arsenal. We beat Arsenal, so that just makes it even more exciting. Even more exciting. Yeah. Lukaku, love the name. You're welcome to stay on. I have coming in Nizayon from the Blue Clouds TV. Nizayon, how you doing, my man?
Hey, not too bad, man. I'm so excited over here. But you know what? I'm very upset with all of you in the studio. Everyone, wherever you are, if you're in the bathroom, talking Chelsea, Bobby, everyone. I'm upset with everyone.
Why?
Why? Because no one have said nothing about Alonso. No one have said anything.
I apologize.
We'll get to him.
Man,
we'll get to him.
Yeah, we'll get masterclass.
DJ, you're part of it. I'm upset with everybody in there.
He was top
Alex,
class today.
Boogeyman, everybody in the studio. I'm upset with you.
Very true.
Look at that crispy. Look at that crispy.
Tell us.
Yeah,
tell
go
us.
ahead.
No, tell us about him.
See, there's a difference between pace and an intelligent playing football.
That's true.
There's difference between it. And if you have a good player and you know how to use him, just like Mason Greenwood in Manchester United, you got to use the player the right way and at the right time. Alonso is good going forward, but Alonso is not just going forward, but then also playing out from the back. One thing about footballers that a lot of people don't see, or a lot of players don't know how to do, is the first touch. That was the thing that would always go against Lukaku before he moved away, and now he's back, has improved in his first touch. That is something Alonso gives you, playing out from the back. First touch, that crispy play, that elegant. Alonso, anytime he gets the ball, look at what he did. Look, I know it's enough.
No, it's true. No, it's true.
It's enough.
I listen. No, I agree. Alonso had a good game. But to be fair, we all had a good game. All of the Chelsea lads had a good game. I mean, we talked a lot about Lukaku, but our defense had a fantastic game. Reece James had a blinder. Creating a goal, scoring a fantastic goal. Let's not. We didn't talk enough about that. Reece James's goal was a fantastic strike. Okay, his link up with Lukaku. Fantastic. I think Jorginho and Kovačić played well. I know Kovačić was getting a little bit of stick by some people on social media, but I think Kovačić also had a good game. Mendy played well.
And then one more thing that I want to say. I had someone saying about the tapping. That was something that we'd never had before. I disagree with that. I disagree. Tammy Abraham was a tapping merchant before he left.
Tammy Abraham is gone, man. Tammy Abraham is gone.
No, someone said it's something that we struggled with before Lukaku did this. So I want to tell whoever said
No.
that.
How many
I
goals
think
did
it's blue
Tammy
eye.
score last?
No,
How many? I said it, but how many goals did Tammy score last year?
We
I mean, last season.
always point fingers at Tammy that most of these goals are all tapping. He can't get
No,
anything.
it was
No,
that Tammy
no.
wasn't
Right.
scoring enough. It wasn't more that Tammy's scoring a lot and they're tappings. It was that he wasn't scoring enough.
But Tammy's most of the time his goals were in the 18.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go down this path, man. I don't really care about Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham, best of luck with him in Roma. Giroud, best of luck with him in AC Milan. Lukaku, best of luck to Chelsea and Lukaku. Havertz, Werner, best of luck to the boys that we have in Chelsea. Tammy Abraham, best of luck with him. But right now, I'm talking about this game and these players. I have VJ in the stream. VJ, first time on my channel. How you doing, my man?
Hey, when it's all good. How are you?
Yeah, we're good. VJ, tell me where you speaking to us from, and what's your thoughts on the game today?
All right. I'm from India. I'm also a presenter at CFC Chats. I just completed my watch along there for Chelsea, and straight after that, I'm here. So I thought, let me give my thoughts as well here. Thanks for opening up the panel to a wider audience. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'd love to hear your thoughts, mate. Tell me your thoughts on Lukaku specifically. His second debut for Chelsea and the game in general.
Love that. So Lukaku is someone that I at this point in time I'm seeing him as a complete striker. So the different dimensions that he brings into the game, starting from turning the defenders to using his physical strength to get moving in the attacking front, and apart from that, he is also someone who is able to provide people with attacking opportunities. Like today, we saw Havertz and Mount perform at their best, partially also due to Lukaku's presence at the top. So that is the dimension that he's bringing into the club, and I just love the play that Tuchel has set up for him, and most of the attack was today, based out of Lukaku driving the play. So I really love that. There's a good, strong presence at the Chelsea top line at this point in time, and that's an encouraging factor for Chelsea for years to come.
Yeah. Do you think he has changed the dynamics of the attack for Chelsea since he's played this game, or not?
Absolutely. So that's kind of what I was trying to communicate as well, because the way that we used to attack, there was a huge difference between the way that we played against Crystal Palace and the way that we played against Arsenal today. Most of the crosses that came in during the Crystal Palace game, we had to fetch the ball from the corner. Once the cross was delivered, because there was no one to finish the ball actually. So in the watch along as well, we were talking about how this could have been converted by Lukaku during the Crystal Palace game, and that is exactly what he did in this game. He had a header opportunity as well. He could have converted that if it wasn't for Leno's
fantastic
super
save
good
by Leno.
Yeah. And apart from that, he was able to be that focal point in the attack that could. And that is exactly what we missed in the previous season as well. See, we used to win games under Tuchel 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 every time, right? And it would go to the end, and we would be nervous till the 90th, 93rd minute, 95th minute, thinking, what if there is an equalizer or something? Now we don't have to worry about it. Let's think about these two games. We had almost sealed the game in the first half itself. 2-0 both the halves in both the games, right?
Yep.
That is an encouraging factor. We are able to score these many goals because we have that strong presence in the attack, and that's something that Chelsea has improved this time. And Lukaku is going to be a huge contributing factor to that attack. That's how I'd say.
Yeah. No, agree. Listen, people in the chat. I would like you to support the channel by hitting that like button, and if you're new, subscribe. And if you want to jump on, and talk to us, you're welcome to do so. The link is in the pinned comment. Lads, do you think we're gonna see, what's the word here? Timo Werner be motivated to score more now that Lukaku is doing what he's doing? Do you guys think that Timo?
Can I jump on that?
I'll let you answer first.
Sure.
So Timo Werner. I mean, I get the impression, I get the feeling that now the pressure is being removed of him having to score. We're gonna see him score more goals. And do you guys concur or not? And I'll let Blue Eyes kick us off on this.
Well, for me, I think Timo Werner first of all has to work to secure his position in that front three. Because as it stands right now, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if that position is almost secure for him, but I know Thomas Tuchel will always mix and match. But I bet you Thomas Tuchel is probably trying to find the best balance for Lukaku, since we're probably working on a new format. Who knows? But I think Werner should be more concerned about securing that third or second role up front before even thinking about how many more goals. So maybe he needs to be more efficient with the time he gets. He needs to be more efficient with the time he gets in terms of converting his goals. Because if you look at what Lukaku did today, he just subsumed that number 9 position. He didn't really extend himself. He focused on trying to score. He needed to get that one goal.
Yeah,
you need to get it off your back quick. So it didn't even matter if he scored 3 or 4 goals. He just needed to knock that one goal out. So that makes it. Yes.
Blue Eyes. So you believe Timo Werner's position in the team is under threat now?
It could be.
Okay.
It could be, because remember, Hakim Ziyech now is back. So I'll be more concerned about securing that, like you said. I'll be more concerned about Timo Werner trying to secure a spot right now.
Okay. Fair comment. Eric, you want to jump on?
Yeah, I just wanted to echo what Blue Eye said. I completely agree with what he said. I don't think it will improve his chances because he's under less pressure. I just think he's not. We should just forget about goals with Timo Werner. You know, if he gets 10, that's fantastic. But he's not doing the right things on the pitch. Not just in terms of being what's the word? He's not composed in front of goal, but he's also not making the right decisions with his shots, with the movements in the box. So I can't expect and just assume that because he has more confidence or because he's under less pressure, he will start scoring more goals. I can't assume that. And yeah, he's not even going to have more confidence. If anything, he'll have less confidence. He'll be under less pressure, but he'll probably have less confidence because, you know, or maybe that it just doesn't work with him. You know, I think Tuchel has tried everything. You know, and there's so many fans who are backing him. The match-going fans are behind him and everything, but maybe the confidence is not really the issue because he doesn't seem to have improved because of that. I don't think confidence goes into it. So, but something else as well, like Blue Eyes was saying, if he becomes a bench player, the chances of him scoring are even less. So if he comes off the bench, he's not going to score. He will just run around and do his part that way, you know, for the team. So I completely agree with what Blue Eyes said.
Okay, well, we have the Champions League starting quite soon, so we're gonna be playing 2 games a week, weekend and midweek. Now the group stage, we normally see some rotation happening when it comes to the group stage. Who starts on the weekend? Who starts in the midweek? Do you think that we're going to see less of Lukaku Werner combination and more Lukaku or Werner combination when it comes to the Champions League when it kicks in for the group stage? And this is open to everyone.
Can I jump in quick?
Yeah, go on, Boogeyman.
The problem I see with the confidence with which Rick Blue and Blue Eyes are talking about Lukaku is I don't understand it. We're going to play games where we'll be dominated, properly dominated, and I don't see Lukaku be that guy. So when Mo asked the question if Lukaku, if Werner plays in our starting 11 is under threat or not, I don't see it. It depends on the game, because at the end of the day, Lukaku, we know Lukaku. I know who he is. We all know Lukaku. We know his limits. And today we happen to dominate the game. Today we happen to give him a lot of passes and all those things. There are going to be game where Lukaku is figured out, and all the passes will be cut. And so we will have those games, and we need someone that can track back, completely take the ball and run through the middle line. And Lukaku will not be able to do that when it comes to, I don't know, will not be able to do that at one point. And that's when we need Timo Werner. So I'm sure there will going to be a lot of games during this season where Lukaku will be sitting on the bench and Timo start those games, because we need our front three dynamic, just running through everything and just pressing the back line of our for the opposition. Lukaku cannot do that. We know that. So we're not going to just throw our identity just to let Lukaku in it, and we're not going to win anything. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I mean, Lukaku offers us something completely different. We already agree on that, and he offers us a presence in our front line. He offers that physicality there. But Werner has his place in that team. I can guarantee you. Against
Boogeyman, remember what you said yesterday. Remember on this same show yesterday, I think Mo might have a clip. You were screaming that Werner has to start. If he doesn't start today, that the coach was out of his mind.
No, I didn't say that. Someone gave me Havertz, Lukaku, and Mount, and I said,
screaming.
God, yeah, thank you. So then I said, even if it was me, Havertz will sit. I will put Werner. Havertz, that's my view, but it doesn't mean that for me Werner has to start. But I still think whatever I saw today from Lukaku does not put that position. Lukaku has not taken that position. He does not make that position his yet. Okay. We're going to have games against Liverpool, against Manchester City, where Lukaku may start it, but I'm to guarantee you, because of will be dominated. Those games, Werner will come in as early as possible. That's my view. So
can I just quickly counter what you just said?
One second, Eric. DJ Sav has a limited connection on his internet, so now that he's in and he wants to talk about Timo Werner, I'll let DJ Sav speak, and then I'll come to you, Eric.
DJ Sav,
my apologies, Eric. Go on,
take it easy on us, bro.
Go ahead, DJ.
Listen, guys. I can understand what Eric Blue and Blue Ice are trying to say, right? But I think it's been slightly harsh on Timo Werner. I really do. You guys forget he helped us win the Champions League last season. He played a part in winning the Super Cup as well. And I think you guys are being slightly harsh. We got 5. You guys have got to remember, we got about 5 competitions this season, right? Okay. Werner is going to be very much part of that team. As much as you guys may not like it, he's going to be very much part of that team. So is Pulisic, and so is Hudson-Odoi, right? And they're going to play a huge part in this. I know you guys like Ziyech, you're talking about Havertz, Mount, Lukaku. I get all that. I'm all for that as well. But I'm here to support all my players, okay? And I think you guys are being slightly a bit harsh on Timo Werner. Look, I guess he's made the wrong decisions. I'm not saying he was great last season. All I'm basically saying is you guys need to get off his case a little bit, yeah.
But this is competition, though.
We've lost the.
Whoa, guys! Let me.
Hold on. I cut off Eric, so let Eric. Then I'll let Sam, and then I'll let you. It's a queue. There's a queue system here. So don't jump the queue. Go on, Eric.
I felt like I was being targeted there. No. Look, Werner. I'm trying. I'm really trying, because I've heard a lot of people criticize this guy. I've heard some very horrible things said about him. and I'm not going to go down that road. But I don't really have an issue if he starts. I don't have any kind of personal or even based on what I just get upset when you have an expectation as a supporter, and you just you know that we can do more, we can do better, but you're just not seeing what you want. So if Werner starts, I'll support him. Obviously, I support all the players, and I hope he does well. But if he doesn't do well, based on certain things anyway, not just in general, the goals. Like I can't expect him to score like 20 goals or something like that. I can't do that because there's been too much evidence to suggest that he just won't do that in the Premier League. Maybe he'll do it in Bundesliga if he goes back there, but I don't think he will do that. But if he does start, obviously we have to trust Tuchel, and I believe he'll definitely get involved. It's a squad game. Everybody will get involved. That's a fact. Everybody has their part to play. But what I'm saying is, I can't expect Werner to get that much. Okay, so if Werner starts, and we can't say Lukaku doesn't start, because I wanted to counter what Boogeyman was saying. I cannot imagine that you would think that there are matches when Lukaku should be benched because it's a better decision tactically.
Yeah.
I cannot agree with that.
Unless Carabao Cup.
If we play...
Boogeyman.
Yeah.
I got Sam, and then I got Nizayon, then I'll come to you. Sorry. Go on, Sam.
Yeah, so the thing is that I know one thing for sure. Werner is not playing as many games as he played last season. Because if you look at it, he played a lot of games last season, and that's because Tammy and Giroud were not just what Tuchel really wanted. Not that Werner was basically what he wanted as a striker, but now with Lukaku, he's going to play less games. I'm looking at Pulisic and Ziyech to take him out the team. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's competition. It's football. They need game time too. We can't just focus only on Werner. It's 2 spots, and basically it's 4 players. If you include Hudson-Odoi, it's 5 players. So, yeah, if Ziyech keeps on playing what he did in preseason, it's getting less for Werner when it comes to game time. If Pulisic stops getting injured and actually plays very well, he might be the 5th choice in that position. Only maybe when, it's going to be hard for him because with what Lukaku brings to this team and the other players, especially with Havertz too, it's looking worse. He needs to start scoring, and yeah, I can see him not playing a lot of games this season because the team is way better. Maybe he comes in even you don't want to play Lukaku just based on fatigue. And when you're getting minutes like that, it's not real minutes. It's just so Lukaku can rest. So if Pulisic and Ziyech get injured and continue this injury strike or COVID and all that, then he will always get a chance. But if they step up their game, I don't see him entering this team as he did last season. He might play some games here and there, but not that frequently.
I think you make a very, very good point there, Sam, in regards to having competition within the squad, because now we have that, and especially with the attackers. Werner can be competing with Pulisic, with Ziyech, with Callum. All these guys, Havertz, Mount. I mean, all these guys are competing for that position, and that is a good thing. That's a good thing because it means that no more lazy games, no more missed chances. There has to be more of an emphasis. So that's a very good point. We're going to go to Nizayon, then Boogeyman, and then I'll open it again to everyone. So Nizayon, your point, mate.
Yeah, what I want to say about Timo Werner is when he doesn't play, when he plays, we have so many issues. When he doesn't play, we have issues now. Let's just calm down. Lukaku can play all the competitions. Lukaku cannot play all the competition. But the only thing I'm going to say is it will be
season. Got a big season ahead.
Yeah, we got a very big season ahead. So many competition: the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the World Club competition. So Timo Werner is going to have lots of games. But maybe him playing from the left channel is going to be a big problem for him. He might not get that much opportunity to play at the left channel. He might be playing as a target man, and he's not a good target man. That's where our problem also is going to be from, because Pulisic has to get game time. game time, and his best position is playing out from the left-hand side where he likes to cut in and then go for placement and stuff like that. He's not really suitable playing on the right-hand side. So is Hudson-Odoi. When Hudson-Odoi is also playing on the right-hand side, he has difficulties getting goals and stuff like that. So I know lots of players, some of them have been played in the wrong position due to the striking ability, the main focus, the number 9 guy now we have. But I'm sure that when they play Timo Werner, the tactics will have to be different. It's going to be just like what we used to play last season. So let's just calm down a little bit. Let's support all these guys with the blue blood. Let's support them. Let's not be harsh on them. It's very difficult when their family hear this from us against them. Remember, all of us can play for Chelsea. All of us here in the studio will wish to play for Chelsea. And imagine if your parents or families members are hearing these kind of comments coming out from our own football club. So let's support them and let's take it easy for Timo Werner.
And Zion, we won. We won today. So we should be spreading positivity and you know what? Timo Werner, I have his back. I have his back, and I have the back of every single one of the Chelsea players. I believe everyone will get the opportunity because the squad we have today is the squad Tuchel wants to play. Okay, the players that are not going to be playing, they're out on loan. They've been sold. Right. These are the players that Tuchel is going to play, and he has a plan for each one of them, depending on how the season is going to pan out. So, everyone's going to get their chance. Boogeyman, your thoughts, mate?
Mo, I had a quick question, please, Boogeyman. Really quick question.
Hold on.
Okay, sure.
Is it related to the Timo Werner situation, or is it something else?
Yeah, it is related.
All right, address it to Boogeyman, so Boogeyman can incorporate it in his answer.
So are we still talking about Timo Werner's performance, or are we talking about something else?
I think we're moving on.
Timo Werner, Lukaku, and everything else.
We're talking about Timo Werner's performance, right? I just wanted to ask.
No.
We're talking about him in the squad.
Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah. Then if you find out what I'm talking about, then you can...
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm coming back again. What I say is I don't understand someone saying today's performance was one of the most... It was perfect because Lukaku was in our starting 11, where we won against Arsenal 2-0, where the last week we beat Crystal Palace 3-0, and Lukaku was not there. It was Werner that was there. So my point is that if Werner was part of the team last week and we win 3-0, Lukaku was in this team today and we won 2-0. Lukaku have shown a lot of mistakes today also. Like, you can be Lukaku fan as much as you want it, but Lukaku have shown a lot of limitations. He has a lot to improve. So,
please, sorry to cut you off, but could you specify a lot of mistakes that he made?
Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Let Lukaku today 3 times. Oh no, 2 times. Jorginho has made 2 direct pass to Lukaku. A breakthrough line. The first defensive line of Arsenal and the second defensive line of Arsenal. Lukaku received the ball. His control lost the ball, and he got and then Jorginho even scream at him, can you take the ball? Don't just hide. Don't try to do one touch. Take the ball. And twice, Jorginho complained to Lukaku today. And even during the game today, every time Mount and Havertz press the Arsenal back line when they're starting the play for the back, Lukaku was nowhere to help them press it. So most of the time, you end up seeing Mount as a center defender. Lukaku was close to him, and Mount will ask Lukaku, can you cover for me? Then Lukaku will not move, and Mount will have to run past Lukaku. By then, the ball is already by Reece James level. So I'm telling you, if we meet a fast passing football, those holes that Lukaku leave will cost us goals. Those are mistakes we never done before. Because before, Werner, Havertz, and Mount will never left those holes on, like they will cover for each other. So today, even many times, Kovačić press the ball. The midfield was empty because we end up having Havertz, Lukaku, and Kovačić up front, not pressing. They're not helping. So then you see Jorginho by himself That's when you see Antonio Rudiger. You see Alonso coming into the midfielder, kicking people in the midfielder, because the midfield was depleted by our midfielder. Jorginho and Kovačić were pressing high, where Lukaku was not doing pretty much nothing. So I'm not saying Lukaku is a bad player. I'm just saying Lukaku brings something different. We will have to adapt to his way of playing, but it's taking a lot out of our composure, the way we manage game. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, if we face Manchester City, we're playing Liverpool next week, we will see more of those things. Lukaku is not going to press, and we'll see how fast those balls are going to go through our midfielder, and we'll see how devastating it's going to be if that ball reaches Salah, Mane, or Firmino. You will see it. That's when you notice Lukaku is not only his. Yeah, we cannot just play saying every time Lukaku has the ball, we play 90 minutes. It's not just when Lukaku has the ball that we're playing. We have to defend.
Today was his first game. Today was his first game.
That's what I said to him. He said first game.
Today was his first game.
He said first game doesn't count. That's what
but we cannot. So if it was his first game, so he was not perfect. So I do not understand why someone say that today's game was one of the best games ever.
First game doesn't count.
But the fact that you compared Werner's performance against Crystal Palace to Lukaku's performance today.
I mean, there's you shouldn't even respond to that.
He did nothing.
I don't compare Werner and Lukaku to be compared. I'm talking about the team results. I'm talking about the performance. I think Chelsea as a team has a better performance last week against Crystal Palace than the team I saw today. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
It was a better performance.
Yeah, I'm back again.
against Crystal Palace. And I know we like to banter Arsenal. Arsenal are not a bad team. And another thing, just to add on it,
let's give Sam a couple of minutes. Sam, sorry.
So the thing is that I agree with you in the sense that they're different players, but this was Lukaku's first game. Another thing too is that we didn't have Kante in that midfield. I think that's another thing that affected the team, because as good as Kova is, he's not Kante. The thing too is that right now, Werner, I know he offers a lot with pressing in front, but you can't also negate the fact that his goal scoring is not the best. He makes the runs, but most of the time, like the decision making, the dribbling, it's not really there. So Lukaku right now is just a better. No. Come on. Today's performance, if you're being objective, I'm not being a striker.
Just today, Lukaku will score 4 goals. He only scored 1. So why do we have to be honest? You have to be happy about it.
You said he made a lot of mistakes.
1 in 4.
He didn't make a lot of mistakes.
1 in 4. Okay.
The only thing maybe he could have scored 3 or 4 goals, but he barely made any mistakes. Lukaku was pretty good.
Very good.
No, the thing with Werner is that I think we don't need to protect.
I don't think that will be able to convince anybody.
Werner has to fight for his position. I don't think we need to protect him. Like right here, we're not insulting him. Every player deserves criticism. Like we're talking about the good things they do and the bad things they do. Werner is a good player, but he needs to take his game to the next
I agree
level.
with you. This is Chelsea. Every player has to deserve a start.
He needs to be a presence.
But
let's be real
I don't think Lukaku is perfect at all. That's my comment.
Who said? Wait. Blue eyes. I want to know who said Lukaku's performance was perfect.
That's what I want to hear. That too.
No. Lukaku. I'm telling whatever Lukaku brought you. Sorry, maybe I said it wrong. Whatever the team performance of today, I've seen Chelsea perform better than what Lukaku gave us today as a team.
I've seen Chelsea lose to
in the Champions League final.
Listen. I've seen Chelsea lose to a weaker Arsenal team than this.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what we've seen happen in the past. We're talking about the game that we saw today. The game that we saw today is a game that we won 2-0. The game that we saw today is a game that we won 2-0. It's a game that we saw Lukaku come on in his very first match with this team, with these players. His very first match, and he dominated. I don't care what anyone says. Lukaku today dominated the Chelsea attack.
Easy.
He dictated the play when it came to the attack in his very first game. Therefore, moving forward, he's only going to get better. Was it perfect? No. Could he have scored more? Yes. Did we win? Yes. Reece James, the way that he connected with him, Havertz, Mason Mount. These are the players that were supposed to connect with him. I would have liked to have seen a bit more from Alonso in regards to the way he connected with him. Alonso had a good game, but his connection with Lukaku wasn't as good as Reece James and as the other guys who are in the attacking third of the game. But I was impressed. I was impressed with Lukaku.
And
really
just to
impressed. Sorry, Sam. I was really impressed because of the nature of the game, London Derby, and it's his first game. Had it been a game, in a couple of months, and we see this performance, maybe we could demand more. But I'm not demanding more from Lukaku for this game. He did what we're supposed to do for today, and I'm happy with that. Sam, Boogeyman Ali come back in, but I'll give Sam a second. Sam, go ahead.
Yeah. And another thing, even with Werner in the team last season, we won the Champions League, but we're not a perfect team. Let's not act like with Werner and Havertz or Pulisic, who were this great team. The big thing is that sometimes we had possession and we were not dangerous. One thing I noticed today with Lukaku is that we were dangerous. Anytime we're actually going forward, the team was very, very dangerous because him playing backwards to goal was a big plus for us. We haven't had that in a very long time. And that opened space, and it just made the team use the possession way more better than we actually did before, because sometimes we would get a lot of possession, but it's a lot of sideways passing, because the moment the team have a low block, we don't have any reference point to actually give the ball who will actually bully the defender behind him and hold the ball and find someone to run in to actually do something. So the thing is that we should calm down. I do feel that Lukaku has more to show. Werner has a lot to show. He needs to perform better. He needs to become a player that we're like, no, Werner has to start. And it will be with everyone in this panel right now. That's how good he has to perform. Because tomorrow, the next game we're playing, is anyone really saying Lukaku doesn't start because he didn't press well today?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No one is saying that.
Sam,
I will say
Boogeyman, I'll come back. I'll come back to you, Boogeyman. I'll come back to you. Alex made a good point earlier. He said today's game, we weren't stressed, we weren't nervous, and I felt that. A game against Arsenal, a London derby, we're always on the edge of our seats. Today's game wasn't that. We didn't feel like we were under pressure in today's game. So Lukaku had something to do with it. Boogeyman, go ahead, mate. You're on mute.
Oh yeah. So listen, Arsenal has a few chances. I don't think we were not under pressure or we were not under stress. I think at one point, if they were to score one goal, I think Smith Rowe, when Azpilicueta blocked the ball or something like that, if they were to score that goal, the entire game would probably change at that time. So if someone said we're not stressed, I think it's a far-fetched. But again, I agree, Lukaku.
Boogeyman, one second. Everyone on this panel, answer this question. Then I'll come back to Boogeyman. Were you stressed in today's game? Did you find it stressful, or did you find it a more relaxing experience than normal? I'll start with Lee Zion, and we'll go around. Lee Zion, was it a stressful game? Yes or no?
Not at all. More relaxed, more relaxed, because you could tell the experience that we already have. We know what we are doing. Arsenal doesn't know what they were doing, so more relaxed.
I agree. Blue Ice, was it a stressful game? Yes or no?
No stress at all, man. I was so comfortable.
Yep. Sam, stressful game? Sam, was it a stressful game? Come back to Sam. Eric Blue, was the game stressful today?
The only thing stressful was we were only 1-0 up. So, you always know that the team can come back.
Generally.
No, in general, no.
DJ Sav? All right. Boogeyman, most of the people don't think the game was stressful. And I think
he said himself. Yeah, he said himself that you said yourself that Arsenal didn't have many chances. So how could it have been a stressful?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that is crucial. That is crucial because Boogeyman. I think there is a lot of room for improvement. All right, but that's why it's the first game for the lad. If we're having this conversation end of the season, like we did for Timo Werner, there could be here and there discussion, opinions, but this is his very first game, man. The Cardiff's very first game.
How can you be this critical on his first day when the coach even said that this would be his first time coaching him? Even the coach said it. That this is going to be the first time he's actually watching Romelu Lukaku play. So it's new for everybody. Today is
what does that have to do with me criticizing him?
No, but you criticize hold on. You're criticizing him like you've watched him play for us for the past 2 months. That's the kind of body of criticism you're bringing.
No.
The thing with Boogeyman, can I ask you a question?
His first day, man.
No, but Boogeyman,
he's trying to learn. Boogeyman, hold on. He's trying to learn. He and Mason Mount are trying to learn where to make those passes. He and Havertz are trying to understand where to make those breakaways. These are first-time relationships on the field, and you expect Barcelona-esque execution on the first day? No,
but he's never going to be Barcelona execution. He's never going to be that. We all know that. I pointed out at the beginning, Lukaku first touch were off.
Guys, please.
Other than that,
guys,
I don't know why.
Guys, you know what? I'm not the moderator for this channel, but I'll tell you guys.
Hold on. Guys, listen. I want to hear from Nizam.
Guys, listen. I'm not the moderator for this channel over here. But I want to tell you, our brother here, Boogeyman, is sticking to what he believes in. Let's let him believe in whatever. That's his own perspective. Let's move on.
Yeah, sure.
Let's leave Boogeyman alone.
No. I don't want to move on.
No, but I do.
Let me put it.
I want to give Boogeyman. Listen, guys. I want to give Boogeyman a couple of minutes without being interrupted. Let him put his case forward without being interrupted.
Listen, Baggy. When you do
because I want to be fair. No.
We agree.
I want to be fair. I want to be fair on the man because he's been trying to put his point across, but we've been cutting him off. So I want to give him a couple of minutes.
No one wants to agree with what Boogeyman is saying. That's his perspective.
That's fine. I want to hear it. I want to hear his perspective. Boogeyman.
No, he said it. He said his perspective. He's already said it.
No, I want to hear it. Sorry, Neil, I want to hear it.
Okay. So, many times today during the game, I've seen Kovacic and Jorginho work harder than what they normally do. That's something I noticed today. Many times during this game today, I've seen Alonso have to cover in the midfield more than Alonso normally does. Many times today, I've seen Azpilicueta being exposed more than Azpilicueta normally get exposed. And the only big difference of the team selection of today compared to previous one is Lukaku presence. Did I just say Lukaku is a bad player? No, Lukaku every time the ball is in opposition camp, I feel like, okay, Lukaku has the ball, nobody's going to touch him, he bullied them, he pushed them around, and all those things. So he offered us something I haven't seen in the last two seasons, or since Diego Costa, or whatever you want to call it. So he offered that. I'm not going to pretend Lukaku, when the ball, like before, even when we play Crystal Palace, every time the ball in opposition camp, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be something, it doesn't guarantee 50% of goal on it. I'm not even confident that we're going to score. But today, every time the ball is in the kind, I feel like this can be the goal. This can be the goal. This can be the goal because of Lukaku. Lukaku presence give us a depth. When I mean the depth, I'm not meaning the number of players on the field, but our entire team advanced a little because he's always there. So all Mount, like if you notice, Mount runs and everything were not always in our camp. It was more in opposition camp. Even Havertz was spend more time in the opposition camp. So I'm happy about that when we are attacking because Lukaku offered that focal point in the depth, in the opposition camp. Those comments, I'm not going to come here and say Lukaku did not offer anything. What I'm saying today is our midfielder have to work twice. Our defender have to work a lot because Lukaku was not covering our first defensive line. That's my problem. Compared to what I've seen Tuchel, Chelsea that performed under Tuchel till now, we don't take our first defensive line lightly. We don't take the second one lightly. And the third one, before the ball gets to that point, there's no pretty much, it's not even a threat. We just pass the ball around and move it back on. So that's how we always put possession. But with possession. With Lukaku, if Tuchel does not find a better solution to how to handle that midfielder, the Jorginho are going to get exposed, and how do you call it? Kovačić is going to get injured or tired all the time. So we're not going to be able to handle this league. That's what I'm trying to say. So for me, Lukaku will be used in certain games where we know that the opposition will be seeding. And Werner will be used in a game where we need our first line of defense to be as sharp and we can press as possible. That's all I'm saying. If Lomon comes to Lukaku have bring too much to us that we should ignore our way of playing in the past, I completely disagree because I think it will just make us a middle team, EPL middle team. We will just end up as a number
Mid-table.
4.
Mid-table.
Yeah,
right.
So we
agree.
Boogeyman.
We agree.
Boogeyman.
We agree with you. We agree with you. You're right.
Hold up, Blue Eyes. Boogeyman. What you've said there does make sense on a certain level. That being said, I think what he provides, when you compare it to what we lose, I'm happy with that because he provides a more potent, direct approach in attack. The consequence of that is we're having a more of a workload when it comes to our midfielders and our defenders because they have to cover his lack of tracking back, and that's the point they're trying to make. Lukaku does not track back. I'm not really bothered about that because we've had players that don't track back in the past, and they were some of the best players in Chelsea Football Club. I'll name one, Eden Hazard. He never tracked back. But Eden Hazard was a match winner for us. And that is how I see Lukaku being for us. I see Lukaku as being a match winner. Now, we can talk about defending, we can talk about controlling, we can talk about dominating. I also believe that our players are not 100% yet. Kante wasn't on that pitch. Kante plays a massive part when it comes to dominating the midfield, controlling the midfield. I think Kovačić today had a decent game, but he didn't have a fantastic game. And I think, maybe one of the reasons why he didn't have a fantastic game is what you said in regards to he didn't have enough cover in the fact that one less player was defending in midfield, which is the striker. I want to see Lukaku be that focal point up front. I don't really want to see Lukaku being in the midfield trying to win the ball back and move it up the pitch. That's how I see it. Go on.
Yeah, just to add to it, another thing that Lukaku provided today defensively was set pieces. People are forgetting that. You can count how many balls that he actually headed off from a corner because there were a lot of corners today.
Mm-hmm.
It was only one. I think it was one.
It was one. But
I know someone was going to bring that. That's why I kept that one in my mind.
No, because it's also about you being the presence in a certain area.
Exactly.
So I do think that Lukaku, we can say what we want to say. What you said is, I agree with you in the sense that football, when you make when you get different players, it's trade-off. You will trade something you cannot expect Lukaku to start running around the way Werner does. That's impossible. Just like right now, we cannot expect Werner to have a dominant.
Sorry, I didn't want to copy, but I'm talking about more positional. When we don't have the ball, position. That's it. He's not doing it because you can see even Mount asking Lukaku, take your position, and then Lukaku does not. You can see it. Just we watch the game, you find it. There's so many. Even Werner.
But do you think Werner is better on the ball than Lukaku?
This is not my. All I know is Werner press. All I know is with Werner, our first is always there.
Can it? What you're saying? Can it take time for Lukaku to learn the positioning? He just got here.
Yeah, that's why I say it come to. I don't even think maybe Lukaku does not need to do that like Mo say. So it have to be Tuchel that figured that out. That's what I aim for. I say I know Lukaku brought a lot to our team, but the way we used to play up to now is our first line is always there. Today it was not there, so it has to be Tuchel that have to figure that out. That for me, anyway.
Because I know who he is. Remember that Kante didn't play this game. I think you're underestimating what Kante does in that midfield, especially pressing wise.
Yeah, but Kante does is Kante is getting old, and Kante didn't play Crystal Palace game either.
But that's but Crystal Palace is not Arsenal. Like
it's gonna argue you to the end, man. Leave
okay, no, I get his point though. I get his point, but the thing is that
most of their starting 11 were not there.
Wait, but the thing is that we played in Arsenal Stadium, the atmosphere, there are a lot of things that actually contribute to this too. So right when we played Crystal Palace, let's be real, then the new manager, a lot of their good players were actually not fit for that game. There were a lot of different things, and even that game, I don't think we played that game better than this game today. I think that this game today, we lost to Arsenal three times in a row right now. Or is it four? Yeah. It's almost 3 or 4 times in a row. FA Cup and twice in the league. So, like, I think we're underestimating how good the team played, how they managed the game well. Havertz is a big point. Havertz today, people forget that pass he gave to Alonso. I don't think there's any player that can give a pass like that. So that's the thing with Werner. I do think Werner should forget about him displacing Lukaku. He should think about Ziyech and Pulisic and maybe Havertz. Those are the players he's fighting for. He's not fighting with Lukaku for a position.
Sorry, it's not. I think it's.
I'll just let it slide and just let it know.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to clarify what I said. I was wrong. I think we lost 3 times in a row. So but we didn't win in 4. So it was a draw at Stamford Bridge, and then 3 losses after that. Yeah.
We agreed to disagree on this one. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, because for me, it's simple. If Lukaku were to put 4 goals today, I'd be like, okay, I'd rather have Lukaku than even have our first line of defense be there. I don't care. He could be scoring those goals. He misses a lot, and he scored 1. Next game,
but do you think he was unlucky today? I think he was unlucky today with the game.
Also, Werner was never unlucky then.
Okay.
Wait. No. Today, Lukaku should have had 2 goals. Leno had to make a mad save to stop that. Leno had to make a mad save. It wasn't that he missed. He had the header on target, but Leno.
I was talking about that one.
Oh, which one?
One time he has the ball in her feet, he control it, and his second control put the ball in the feet of the Arsenal defender. All he has to do is
he did that a couple of times. Yeah, he did that a couple of times today. Yeah,
couple times, exactly. One time, I think it was Harvard that gave him the ball, and he was 1-on-1. It's not even he doesn't have his back at that time. He was facing it, and we know Lukaku is really strong with his arm. He just have to block the arm and shoot it, and he keep and he gave the ball. The defensive blocked that, but he didn't properly hit it also. So I'm not saying he didn't do his best today. He did all we need. We won it. But I'm saying there's going to be a game where Lukaku will miss 2 or 3 chances, where the game we will finish 0-0, or we'll ever lose the game. So why do we say from there? Do we say, oh, Lukaku was just perfect?
But this happens with every striker, though. There's no striker in this world that what you just said right now.
So then why are you criticizing so much Werner then? So whatever happened.
Criticizing him. I'm just saying that he has competition. That's all I'm saying. That he has.
But then that position it become Lukaku and Werner to fight for it.
Sorry, Sam. Can I just ask a question quickly? Listen, look, I'm happy Lukaku scored today. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it. I'm actually happy Lukaku's at the football club. I've got nothing against him being here, as he was my second choice before Erling Haaland, or after Erling Haaland. But I have to say, if we said that he missed a couple of chances today, Lukaku. Had Werner, I'd ask you guys, I'll put this on you guys now. Had Werner scored today, he got that goal, and then he missed his 2 chances, the fan base would be on his case, mate. 100%. The fan base would be on his case.
Well, can you tell me the chance he missed? What chance did Lukaku miss?
All I'm saying is everyone misses. He missed that. Obviously, that one goalkeeper save wasn't his fault. It was a great save, and he had a head over the bar. Again, I'm not knocking him. I'm not trying to say to you, Sam. I'm not knocking him. All I'm basically saying is, had that been Werner had the same chances today.
I don't see DJ. I don't see. You all know my opinion of Werner. But had that have been Werner scoring 1 goal and missing, let's say Lukaku missed, Werner scoring 1 goal and missing 2 chances, everybody would be all right about it. No one would be having a go at him because we won 2-0. Had he have scored 1 goal and had 2 misses and we had lost or drawn, then it would have been a different story because there would have been misses that cost us the game. The fact is, the result plays a big part in regards to the performance. We could see a great performance by the lads, and we end up losing or drawing, and everyone would be dropping down like a ton of bricks on the players. We could see a poor performance, but we win, and they will be supporting the players because we won, and that is something that the fan base needs to wake up and look at seriously. I've done a lot of reviews that I've had a backlash from because we had won, but I wasn't happy with the performance, and I said this player didn't perform, that player didn't perform. And you got to read the comments. And everybody's like, we won. Why are you having a go at the players? The only way Chelsea will become a great team is if we learn from all of the mistakes that we make. Whether we win, lose, or draw, we're going to be making mistakes, and we have to learn from those mistakes. I agree with Boogeyman. Today we saw some change. I know, for banter purposes, we're like Boogeyman. No, Boogeyman made some very good points. Do I think those points are valid today? Maybe less so than if they were if we saw this type of performance in a few months. Today, because it's the first game, I think that the points that he's made. Just 1 second, Julius, you need to reset. You're in, but you're not in, so you need to go back out and come back in again, Julius. The points that Boogeyman is making are valid, but today is the first game, and because it's the first game, these issues, Tuchel would see him. Tuchel may sit down with Lukaku and say, "Look, mate, you're gonna have to help out a little bit more when it comes to tackling, when it comes to defending." Or he might say to him, "Well done, and that's what I want from you." I can't decide that. Boogeyman can't decide that. Tuchel decides that. So these issues that we saw today, they are issues that need to be raised and they need to be addressed. How do we address them? Well, that's up to the manager because that's his job. It's not my job. It's not your job. It's our job to discuss them. Our job to bring them up. But I think our manager, if I can see them and Boogeyman can see them, Tuchel can see them. The management staff can see them, and they'll be addressing them. So that is how I take this. And lads. Every single one of you on the panel and in the chat, all the points you are making, they are valid points. Whether I agree or disagree with them, they are all valid points. And I want to see, and I want to see people encourage the other person to give a difference of opinion. Because if me and Boogeyman, or me and Zion, or me and Blue Eyes agree all the time, I'm not even going to have this Blue Lounge, man. What's the point? I want to have people who are going to challenge me. Challenge the argument, challenge the opinion, because by challenging it, you're going to start to think about it, and then you're going to come to a better assessment of it. And this is what the Blue Lounge is all about. It's about us being here to discuss, debate, and at the end of the day, we're all going to walk away from this conversation better off because we have learned something.
I just want to address something quick. Someone said in the chat, Boogeyman might be a demanding father to his children. Just so you know, I don't even talk. My wife does all those things, So,
No. Baggy was really right when he said you have a valid point. I do feel that every player brings something different to the table, and the fact that Chelsea have Tuchel as the manager, I do agree that sometimes, depending on the team we're playing, he might have to switch things differently and put someone like Werner because of what Werner offers, which is different to what Lukaku brings to the table. That's the great thing about having a squad like Chelsea have right now. Yeah. The only thing is that I totally agree with what Baggy said, is that this is his first game. With Werner, people are forgetting. We've known Werner playing in Chelsea colour for a whole year. We're not just saying this for one game. Werner has missed a lot of chances, has had times where I'm like, it's almost like he gives up sometimes. He just shoots from anywhere, knowing that, he has some deficiencies. Let's not do like, Werner is this player that people just get on for no reason. There are things that he needs to improve in his game, and hopefully this competition can actually help him out, and he takes his game to the next level.
Lee, you're muted.
This is what my point is, Sam. is what I'm trying to say, why I think it will be good for him for that reason. Because if you guys remember the first season Werner came to us, his first 8 games he scored goals, right? And then after he started going through this barren spell, not scoring goals, and the fans started turning on him. They started turning on him, right? And I think all I'm basically saying is that we need to give, as I said, he came last season at a time of COVID and all this stuff. All those players did. This season, I'm saying, I'm not basically saying Werner shouldn't be getting criticised. Listen, I criticise any player on our football team if they're not playing for that badge. All I care about is they're playing for my football club and they're playing for that badge. That's what I care about. But when you're actually saying they are making an effort, but sometimes the effort doesn't always come off. Sometimes you might be making mistakes. I hear the way the fans got on his back last season. I thought this is our own football player, man. Why are fans getting on his back? I expect that from rival fans, but I expect that from my own fan base, and that's probably one of the things that got me a bit disappointed with that fan base last season, getting on his case. And then you hear in the week on an open training day, Werner, get out of my football club. You tell me, guys, is that really nice to hear from a fan telling one of your players to get out of my football?
No, I don't think so at all. I had some,
imagine what confidence that's done to him over that. I mean, he's struggling with confidence, right? Can you imagine what that's going to do to him? And the fans ask him to get out of the football club. I mean, come on. And that's what that's the only reason why
with the social media and everything, and with the social media and everything, you can't even shield those information away from the player. They heard it. They will end up.
It was in the whole stadium. The whole stadium heard it.
Yeah, this is
I understand DJ
guys, as we said.
Sorry, go ahead, DJ.
No, I was just saying this was at Stamford Bridge, our own home ground, our turf, our ground. Our own ground, and fans coming out and saying that. You know how embarrassed I was as a Chelsea fan that day? I'm thinking that's not all us fans talking. You had one idiot that decided to be stupid and come out of a comment like that. Oh, mate, that really annoyed me, I have to say. It really did.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Look. I agree with what DJ Saab said. Also, Sam also, and then Baggy also said. It's his first game. Timo Werner himself. I know Sam was saying that he was trying to shoot from all kind of angles and all kind of stuff, that trying to get a goal. Timo Werner did that in the Premier League, so there's no harm in him trying again, see if it's gonna work. But we know Timo is trying, and it's not working for him. Let's not be so harsh on the guy. He might come good. No one knows. I'm kind of one of the people that I found it very difficult, very frustrated when I see him taking the ball to the left-hand side and doesn't really know what to do with the ball. But I'm not going to get on him right now. I'm taking my time. I want to give him much to December and see what he can do with the involvement of Lukaku and then other guys. And when we're playing different style and different formation, if it's going to help for him before I'll come up and say anything. But for now, he's human. Second season in English League, trying to adapt to different culture, different language, seeing different people with different style. It's not that easy for a person. I've been there myself. I've been around some other countries, and then trying to meet people who don't understand what you're doing is very difficult. So let's give him some time to really adjust himself, and then let's go from there. But let's try and calm down on the young lad.
All right, listen. Wait. I want to address this comment. Virgil van Dijk, Matip, world class. Hey, listen. Next week. What are we saying about next week? Let's do a mini preview for the Liverpool game. Listen, Van Dijk is different. He ain't no what's his name? The guy who Ben White. Ben White didn't turn up. The other two, didn't know what to do.
Waste of money. Waste of money.
So Van Dijk's different. It's a different ball game. Van Dijk.
Pablo Mari is shit. I know Pablo Mari guy is very.
Hey, easy. All right. So Van Dijk. Guys, what is the what's it gonna be like next week? What do you guys think?
Hey, let me tell you, it's so easy. I'm gonna start this. It's gonna be easy. Van Dijk cannot bully Lukaku. Van Dijk cannot bully Lukaku. You know the strength of Lukaku is over. He's gonna oversee the strength of Van Dijk, no doubt about that. But we're gonna see how.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're gonna see how he's going to behave behind the back of Lukaku when Lukaku is using his big old butt, pushing him all the way to the back. We're gonna see how that's gonna happen. So I'm telling you the truth. Van Dijk cannot bully Lukaku. That's all. Somebody else can take over.
Yeah, let me go next. I said I typed a comment on YouTube on one of the streams I was watching before I came on here, and I said I typed Van Dijk hopefully has recovered from his injury. That's what I typed, because if he hasn't, he might be in trouble. I think Lukaku will.
Oh man! Listen. We're playing football, yeah. It ain't MMA, man. It's football. We're playing
But
football,
this is the reason why Lukaku came to the Premier League.
It's more physical game.
I won't say he's going to this is what I want to see. This is the level. Like at the end, for you to win the league, we have to beat Liverpool next. Like that's how champions behave. When they face top teams, they beat them, and even the striker, their focal point performs. So I'm not even thinking about a goal. I want him to have a top performance, a dominant performance. If he can get goals, then great. But I know for sure this is why he came back to the Premier League, because you will face a Van Dijk, because you'll face a Matic, because you'll face Klopp and his Liverpool team. So yeah, I'm excited about it because Tuchel has given us something different. I really was not for Lampard getting sacked. I keep on saying it, but nah, man. I got shut up because what Tuchel is doing with this team, it's amazing. I'm excited for what is coming. Hopefully, great things.
Yeah, I wanted to add as well quickly that the main thing with Lukaku is he will play most games, because whatever you want to say about tactics or certain things in the match, positioning, pressing, he's our best goal scorer. On paper, obviously he hasn't done it for Chelsea yet, but he has the highest chance of getting us the goals, and that is the biggest thing that we've needed this whole time. That was the whole point. So for that reason alone, and obviously there will be things as well that's come into play as well. It's not just about scoring goals. This is Chelsea. You have to contribute in other ways as well, which I expect him to do. But the main thing is the goals, which people mustn't forget that. That's why he will play most matches. He will get the goals, and he will. If he's not scoring, he's creating space for other people to score. So that's the way I see it. But this Liverpool match, I don't. Yeah, I've heard criticisms. Even when it was in Italy, Bonucci and Chiellini were causing him problems and things like that. But we wait and see. Against Liverpool, I won't be too surprised if he causes them problems. I wouldn't.
Do you know what I think is going to happen? I think when we play Liverpool, that is a game that we definitely want to see Marcos Alonso in the team. And I'll tell you why. Van Dijk is going to be fouling Lukaku, because Lukaku is going to be backing into him, showing him the back. It's going to be a physical battle. And I think we're going to see some free kicks on the edge of that box. And I'm calling it. You can clip this.
The same way we clipped the one yesterday, right? The same way we clipped today.
The same way.
Right.
You know what? Blue Eyes. Every time I have you on my show, I'm thinking to myself, fantastic, man. It's going to be a historical stream. Clip it. Listen, clip it, yeah. Marcos Alonso, free kick against Liverpool. We're gonna get some goals, man. We're gonna get some goals purely for that. Because this is what Lukaku brings, man. Lukaku brings the aggression, that physical element. Timo Werner brings something different. He brings that pace. He brings that that rash tackle. So everyone plays a part. Everyone has their own little thing that they're going to be adding. Listen, guys. I'm going to conclude the stream, but before I do that, I want to give all of you a couple of minutes to give me your closing assessment of today's game. Today's game has been fantastic. The season has gotten off to a fantastic start. 2 wins against. I can't even call them rivals, man. I mean, Arsenal not really rivals anymore. But against neighbours. 2 games against 2 neighbours, and we beat them both. And we've got a big one coming up against Liverpool, and if we can get 3 wins on the trot, it really is going to look like the challenge is there. because right now we're top of the league. So I'm going to start with DJ Sav. DJ Sav, give me your final thoughts on the day, mate.
Mate, excellent day. As Lukaku said, unfinished business. Exactly what it was today. I said he was going to score today. I'm so happy he scored. I'm glad he's back. And next week, mate, it's going to be peak for Liverpool. I still think we're going to win that game. Like as you just said, Mo, free kicks galore maybe next week, hopefully. And yeah, onwards and upwards. Jules Koundé looks like he's on his way as well. There's more talks. It's breaking now that more talks are going on with Jules Koundé.
Mono has talked about
so
it.
It looks like could be another deal happening. Yeah, that could be another deal happening as well. So we could have another player in that team against Liverpool by next Saturday maybe. So yeah, I can't wait. A great result today.
Yeah.
And onwards and upwards. Just keep the blue flag flying high, guys. Nice chatting to you all again, as always.
Thanks for being on, DJ. Thanks for being on. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you, DJ. Blue Ice, final thoughts on the day, mate.
Fantastic showing from the boys. Honorable mention to Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and Christensen. I thought their performance today was just sublime. They connected the midfield, kept the midfield ticking, supported the defense, and kept feeding. They fed Lukaku food, man. They gave him food. So it was just fantastic to see. And for Lukaku's first day, I thought he was fantastic. We need that physical and spiritual presence in up front, and I think Lukaku brings that to the team. And like the other person said, onward and upwards, up the Chelsea. Thank you very much for having me.
Cheers, Blue Eyes.
Cheers,
hopefully we'll have more clips for the next stream. Always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure to have you on, Blue Eyes. Thank you, man.
Sure.
Take care, brother. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll go with Sam. Sam, your final thoughts on today, mate?
Yeah, so just really happy that Lukaku, got the transfer, and according to this game, he really fit in, and hopefully this is just the start, and he can even get better and improve. Because if he does, I do really see us challenging for all the major trophies if he doesn't get injured. So yeah, it was a great show. Happy that we finally beat Arsenal, because you don't, just as you said, they're not really rivals. I don't take them as rivals, but yeah, you don't want to be losing against them. So I really like what the team showed. Really happy with Thomas Tuchel and his team selection too, because he did tweak what we had to Crystal Palace, and he changed the game a little bit, and it paid off with Reece James starting. So yeah, I'm really happy about everything, and yeah, up the Chelsea, and hopefully we can actually retain the Champions League or mount a title challenge. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on, Sam. Always a pleasure. Yeah, definitely good things on the way. Definitely good things on the way for Chelsea Football Club. Sam, always a pleasure to have you on, mate. Always a pleasure. Eric Blue, your final thoughts of the day, mate.
Yeah, fantastic results. We finally beat Arsenal, which is embarrassing to say that, but it's been too long and we've done it. The fake curse is over. Lukaku shattered the curse. He scored on his debut, like I predicted, which was pretty special. His first goal for Chelsea.
Wearing the number 9 shirt.
Wearing the number 9 shirt. No number 9 curse either. That's it's a myth. And yeah, it's onwards and upwards. And I expect a lot more from Lukaku, but it was a good start for me. His first touch was not awful. Some people would say different, but it wasn't. For me anyway. From what I saw, he was pretty good. Should have scored more, arguably, but there's something to build on. 3 points again, top of the league. I think we have a very good chance against Liverpool. Liverpool have not been too impressive. I know they got the results and everything, but they don't seem that good to me. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but they don't seem that good. I'm expecting them to turn up and show up for the match against us.
It'll be a good game.
Yeah, it should be a very good game. But I know what I'm expecting. But I would like to say something else as well. Just to conclude, these matches are so important. Like, if we want to win the title, we know this. We've experienced it before. Consistency is everything. You have to win every single. Well, that should be the plan. Win every match, every game. So this Arsenal win was huge, because this is the kind of match that Chelsea always drop points, and they won't turn up. They just assume that they'll win because the team they're playing isn't very good, and then they lose. So if you want to win the title, if you want to challenge for the title, every single match is crucial. Every single game is important. So we won 2 clean sheets in a row. There's so many things you can look, no match, no performance is perfect, no result is perfect, but the results can definitely be perfect, but no match is perfect. And yeah, we kept a clean sheet, but Arsenal had few chances. They should have had even less chances. So there's always something to build on every time. And I'm expecting another 3 points, actually. I'm not going to give a scoreline yet. I think there's time before that, but I'm expecting another win. And I really think we will challenge. Okay, I'll say this to conclude. I think 90 points should be the target. 90 points will win us the title. So I think we should be aiming for 90. So I'll leave it there.
We're on track. We're on track so far.
Yeah.
Eric Blue, always a pleasure to have you on, mate. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your points of view. And up to Chelsea. Thank you, Eric. I'm gonna finish off with Boogeyman, so I'll give Nizayon his final thoughts. Nizayon?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think that, Eric, I want to say it's not embarrassing for us to say that finally we beat Arsenal. I'll say that in a way that I think we have smashed Arsenal back in front. They've never even won at the bridge for, I think, about 6 to 7 years. So if they have to come on a winning streak to win about 2-3 games against Chelsea, I mean, it's all good. That's give us the momentum. You always want to see Arsenal playing good to be able to get the best out of Chelsea. If Arsenal are not playing their best, it's very difficult for Chelsea to beat them. So we always want to see Arsenal giving us some good competition in London. So yeah, I'm very happy for the game that was being executed today. If you look at the possession wise, Chelsea played 65% of the game, and also the total shot. The total shot Chelsea had 22, had 5 on target compared to Arsenal's 3. And then also the whole shots on target, Chelsea have 22, Arsenal has 6. So I mean, we have to say that the guys played a very beautiful game. And when I was sitting down, I was just relaxing. There's a point of time I was even dozing off because it was so easy. I wasn't scared. I wasn't panicking. I knew if Chelsea had a full chance in the 18-yard box, just like Reece James had, it was definitely going to be in the back of the net. So yeah, I would say good job to Thomas Tuchel and his boys, and I hope they carry on like that. Being on top of the league for this stage of the competition, haven't been there for quite a long time. So I'm very happy that Thomas Tuchel has really put his stamp on the football club and it's really moving things around. So I'm very happy for the team and the guys.
Nizayon, before you go, I want you to also give a couple of minutes to the people in the chat in regards to Blue Class TV and what your channel is all about and where they can find you and the kind of content that you provide. Let people know a little bit about Blue Class TV.
Yeah, whenever you are watching Blue Clouds, that watches Blue Clouds TV. If you haven't subscribed, just go on YouTube. Subscribe to Blue Clouds TV channel. It's all cap logs, one word. Blue Clouds TV is all one word. And I produce match preview, match review, match analysis, and stuff like that. It's everything that based with Chelsea. And then sometimes I do bring some other news. If you follow me on Twitter, I bring some other transfer news on my Twitter page if you don't follow me. And also I have a Discord server. Get to the my link or my description, any of my videos, and you can join the Discord server. That's how I do. I don't do the StreamYard thing, but I do the Discord thing. So when you go on Discord, you can able to call into my show when I do the live streaming.
Do you have anything planned for today?
Oh, not really. It's too late for any live streaming. No, not at all. But I'll be up on Monday for the highlights of the game. That's what I do. Every Monday, I bring up the highlight of the Premier League games, and then we talk about it. So.
Can I ask you a question quick, Nizam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You said the Gisco thing. I went on your website, but I couldn't figure that out. Where do you go to register to it or whatever that?
The Discord. You see, the Discord. it's a community. Almost a lot of people are on there. What you do is you download the Discord server thing on your App Store, whatever network you use it.
Can you change your name to how? Oh no, just send it in a private chat so I can copy and paste it somewhere. What is that called? The Discord.
The Discord server. It's a Discord server, just Blue Clouds TV. So when you have to, it's just like you're registering to a new.
Hey, Maggie, do you have minutes? I can just use my phone to do that quick, please.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go. Send it to him.
Yeah. So yeah, let me see if I can get a link right now, and I'll just send it there to the chat, whatever. Whoever is watching can just
actually Zion.
Yes,
you can
yes,
you can send it on the Twitter group.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the best way to do it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay,
I'll do
That
that.
would be best. Yeah,
I'll do that.
I try many times. I don't. Yeah, I didn't even know it was an app I have to download and install, and because I was on your website, I was like, okay. Anyways.
Okay.
All right. Well, people, Blue Class TV is a Chelsea fan channel that does regular content surrounding transfers, match previews, match reviews, and also I think from time to time he also does Premier League content, not just Chelsea content. So make sure you subscribe to Blue Class TV and check him out. Zion,
Yes.
always a pleasure to have you on my channel, man, and it's
Thank
good
you.
to
Thank you. Appreciate it.
to have had this discussion. Thank you, Zion. Boogeyman, interesting debate today. Interesting discussion today, man.
That was amazing. That's true. The thing is, today I came with different perspectives, and I was really happy that other people have a different view of the game, because it was, at least I can see where other people are coming from. So, but bottom line is we got 3 points, right? I'm really happy. And the other thing we have to never forget is Lukaku has scored his first goal. So as a Chelsea fan, you have to be happy about it, because he has to put that behind him, and so he can just feel a little confident and try or take a risk in the box. Because most of the strikers, when they haven't put the first one in, they panic all the time. They overthink everything. So right now we all know what Lukaku is about, and he already scored the first goal. So guess what? We're looking for a better and more goals in the future. So as when it comes to Arsenal game, listen, 2-0 is also good. With top of the league, and the beast is the next Saturday against Liverpool, because Liverpool are also 6 points, right? And I just think we need to prepare that game properly, especially that Tuchel was saying he feel like during this game. He felt like we were a little leggy because he has a lot of double sections. So I'm not too sure how they're going to prepare Lukaku for Van Dijk, because I'm expecting Lukaku to start against Van Dijk just to at least put some physical battle there. And I'm hoping N'Golo will be there also. So if we have N'Golo, it will really help the midfielder. And all the list I gave today about Lukaku, Lukaku position were not perfect or doesn't press. Like you all said, N'Golo may cover those. So we may just focus on Lukaku getting the goal in and not worry too much about him chasing or positioning and all those things. So well around, we have a good team. And I hope that Werner doesn't see Lukaku as a trouble for him in the future, because I think Werner has his place. He will play a lot of games, and he will end up scoring. Even I think so. And with COVID, I'm pretty sure there's one time we're going to come in and 3 or 4 players are COVID tested positive, and we want to have Werner. So I hope. Tuchel will always keep Werner in his mind, and the way we used to play before Lukaku came in, with Werner pressing all those things, we can still play that way, even if Lukaku is in the team now. Like, let's say Lukaku was on the bench, I would like to see us pressing the way we normally press. Because that's what I like about our game. Because that physicality, that's the physicality that helps us win the Champions League. Because every time we play against Spanish club or Portugal club, it's more of physicality that win those games. It's not because we're technical the way more possession team than us, but our physicality, how fast we run with the ball. The other thing, now I have to be a little nuanced about physicality. When I say physicality, it's more the pace, how fast we press, how we take the ball back, and we pass the ball around. So hopefully Lukaku will offer more than that, also a little into that type of play. And then, I mean, whatever he offers, he's a Chelsea player. He's here for 3 years contract or 4 years contract. I'm not even sure.
It's 5 years.
I have no choice. I mean, he's here for 5 years. So listen, man. Hopefully he improve a little bit his touches, and because I still think he's not there yet as a top quality striker. He's not there yet. So he needs to improve it, and that comes down to Tuchel to figure that out, because we know what Lukaku is capable of, and we know what he's not capable of. So Tuchel has to find a way to put it in that chip, and he's trying today. I'm happy. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. No, it's been a fantastic day. It's been a fantastic day. In regards to the result, in regards to the fact that Lukaku was able to get off the mark with a goal, because as a striker, that's always going to be in the back of your head. When am I going to get my first goal? So the fact that he got it today, and he got it early in the game as well, it was a positive. It was a positive.
And he created and he finished it. So don't forget that. But he's not just the type of player that just stay waiting for the ball to come. He has it. He passed it. He run, and the other thing I like, the fact that he pushed the defender that's trying to hold him, push it away, and he scored the goal. So against Liverpool, Van Dijk sees that. He knows that you're not going to want to have Lukaku in the same level running with him. You have to either push him first, or you have to take the ball off him before he even control the ball. And I like that. That extra pressure on Van Dijk's mind is good for Mason and Havertz to have them open.
I don't think Van Dijk will be looking forward to Lukaku coming to face him, and hopefully he will do a Ben White and just call and say, you know what, I'm not feeling well today.
I'm not feeling too well. This COVID situation, I don't even know why I'm testing negative, but I feel the COVID.
Yeah, I just came back from an injury. I don't want to go back to an injury, so I might give this game a miss. So we'll see. But no, all banter aside, it's good to see this kind of competition, and that's what makes the Premier League so good. Boogeyman, always a pleasure to have you on my stream. I will see you in my next one. Take care of yourself.
So, thanks for the opportunity, and take care of yourself also.
Thank you, brother. Cheers. Bye bye. People, wow, what a stream! Fantastic stream. Listen, people, great game, great result. Chelsea continue their winning start to the season. I'm looking forward to the next fixture. Looking forward to this week, because this week is the how much time do we have? We got just over a week left in the transfer window. Apparently Koundé is also is on his way here. Apparently Chelsea are looking to bring Koundé. Chelsea are looking to bring in a midfielder. So we got some activity coming in the transfer window before it closes. I will keep you updated. I will be streaming whenever there is news. I will be streaming on that. Always a pleasure to have you guys on. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, boys. I'll see you later. Peace out.